his commandments.
She's an Ephraimite. She wants to know who she is according to the Bible.
Come over here, sister. Come talk to me, sister. What's your name, sister?
Delaney.
You can come closer because you speak a little too low.
Delaney.
Delana, what do you know about the Bible? You know anything? What you know about it? Do you know about the people in the Bible who God is dealing with, the color, what Christ looked like? What do you know? Then let me teach you. Give me Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. When you're reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, God is only talking to one people. He's only dealing with one people. He only loves one people. If you know God feels so much about one people, what do you want to know who they are? That he split the Red Sea for these people, right? Give me Jeremiah 17, verse 4. But there's a problem with those people. They don't know who they are in 2019. They call themselves Haitian, Zoro, Yardi, Badman, Jamaican, Barbadian, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Peru. That's what they take these names now. They don't know how special they are. Give me Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Right?
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
God said you would discontinue. The so-called Puerto Ricans of Boricua and Taino descent. They would discontinue from their heritage. They would not know who they are in these last days. They would not know how special they are to God. Because in society, they teach us that what? The Puerto Ricans and Haitians are two different people, right? You speak Spanish, got curly long hair. I got nappy, I'm dark skinned, I speak Creole, and I love my plankton, right? We're two different people. But according to the Bible, we're the same people. That's why we pack the prison cells. That's why we get gunned down in the streets. That's why when Haiti got hit with the hurricane, they didn't come help us, just like they didn't come help the Puerto Ricans in the islands.
Right.
America actually banned other countries from helping y'all, man. They can help y'all. But we the same people, man. We're in the same boat. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. The Bible said we will go through the same oppressions, man. We got to wake up to keep God's commandments. We're special in his eyes. And we got to be it, man. If I were to ask you, who are the best people in sports? What people dominate sports? Blacks and Hispanics, right? Baseball, soccer, basketball, football. What people dominate the music? It's us, right? Beauty. All the women on earth is trying to mimic you. They want curves like you, lips like you, skin, nose like you, right? That's why they made butt injections, breast implants, because they're trying to mimic you. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33.
Right?
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts,
Right?
the children of Israel,
The children of Israel, who is the so-called Hispanics of Native Indian descent, read?
and the children of Judah
The so-called Negroes of America, Jamaicans, Haitians, read?
were oppressed.
We're what?
Were oppressed. Were
They
oppressed.
were getting gunned down in the streets, thrown in their prison cells, mistreated, no justice, no peace in America. God said we would be going through the same thing in America, man. It's high time for our people to gather together and keep his commandments. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. I want to see if you can relate to this. If your people, the Puerto Ricans, can relate to this, what God is about to say right here. Do you believe in the Bible? You sure you believe in the Bible? I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you believe in the Bible? All right, we're going to go through some deep things. I want to know if you can stomach it. Because you're a special people. A lot of our people don't want to believe it. We tell them they're special, they run their curses out and they drive in their car. I want to see if you can handle that. If you can understand how royal you are in the sight of the Heavenly Father. Read.
With Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Right?
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
God said if the so-called Puerto Ricans, the Boricua and Taino, were to listen to him, read,
to observe and to do all his commandments,
were to observe and to keep his law, statute, commandments. There's over 613 laws God gave to us. We got to keep every single one of them to the best of our ability. Read.
which I command thee this day,
Right?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high
God would have put the Boricua and Taino on high. Read.
above all nations.
Is Puerto Rico making Dubai look like the back alley? Is Puerto Rico making Beverly Hills look like a trash can? Right? Let's see. So that means we're in curses. So-called Haitians and Puerto Ricans, Black Americans, we're in curses, right? We're in the bottom, right? I know you got a lot of friends from the hood, right? I got a lot of friends from the hood. We suffering as a people, right? Verse 15.
Verse 15.
Right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If the so-called Taino boy that don't listen, read.
to observe to do all his commandments,
What?
to observe to do all his
Can you
commandments,
spell the word all for me, brother?
A-L-L,
All 613 laws. Read.
his commandments,
Right?
and his statutes,
Right.
which I command thee this day,
Right?
that all these curses,
All these curses. Is curses a good thing? I'm asking you a question. Is curses a good thing? Or is it a bad thing? A curse is when you lose your house and now you're in the street. That's a curse. Is that a beautiful thing? Is what's happening to Puerto Rico right now, is that a beautiful thing? That's a curse. Let's see if your people can relate to this curse. Verse 47. Verse 47.
Verse 47.
Right?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
Because the Boricua and Taino wasn't happy to keep God's laws. When he said women supposed to wear their dress with their fringes, they're not supposed to wear pants according to the Bible. That's a law. They weren't happy to do that. When God said a woman is under her husband, they were not happy to do that. When God said men supposed to have their beards, not supposed to bald their head, the men wasn't happy to do that. So now we suffer the repercussions of that. Read.
Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemies. Shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Let me ask you a question, sister. Who came and conquered the so-called Boricua and Taino? The Spaniards, right? Now, what is the so-called Hispanics calling themselves? Latino, Spaniard, right? Those are the same people who was chasing your people in caves with dogs, man. They were doing that to y'all people, man. They were burning y'all at the stake when y'all didn't want to accept their white Christ. That's what these people was doing to you. God sent them to you. Because why? Because he can't accept the wickedness, man. He cannot dealing with that. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
right,
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right.
In hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
So let me ask you a question. What do you like to buy your food, sister? Yeah, where do you like to go at? To buy your food. Go out, get a little something to eat. Chick-fil-A? Old food? Caribbean food? Dutch pot? All these, La Granja, right? All these places, right? When you look at who own these places, what people own these places? I'm gonna let you digest that real quick. Sisters, we're telling our people who they are according to the Bible. They speak English, right?
Yeah.
We're telling our people who they are according to the Bible. I want to see if you can relate to what God told his people over 2,000 years ago. If this happened to your forefathers. Read verse 47 again.
Verse 47.
Right?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with
Right.
joyfulness and with gladness of heart,
right,
for the abundance of all things.
Because God said we're supposed to be keeping his laws, statutes, commandments. We're supposed to be happy to keep God's laws. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right.
In hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
And you said it. At the top of these corporations, the CEOs of Bravo, Walmart, Publix, Whole Foods, who owns these places? Our enemies. We don't own it. Puerto Rican man don't sit up there as a CEO. Right? It's our enemies. The same people who hate us. They own these places. Read.
And in thirst.
Right?
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. Who owns MK? Who owns MK? That's your belt, right? Who owns MK? Right? Who owns Echo, Nike, Ralph Lauren, Giuseppe, Ferragamo? Who owns these places? Our people buy these things constantly, right? Who owns them? The same people who oppressed you in the islands. The same people who had my people in the fields. Right? Read.
And in want of all things.
And in everything you want. When you want to buy a house, when you want to buy a car, when you want everything, student loan, you got to go to the same people that hates, that like belittle you every day.
Right.
We gotta go to them. It's not happen to our people. Don't worry about her. The Most High is not dealing with like a lot of these elders nowadays because they can't stand up for our people, man. They're not teaching you who you are according to the Bible. They're supposed to, a lot of the grown men out here, they're supposed to be teaching me who am I. They're supposed to be over here, right? But they're not because the Most High raising up his true men in these last days.
That's
right.
right.
Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
He should do a what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Because they don't teach your people this in school. The so-called Boricua Indians, they had chains on them too in Puerto Rico.
Right.
They were shipping them off all throughout Europe, just like they were shipping up our people too. They didn't want us to know we the same people. We may look different now, but we the same people. We're brothers and sisters. Read.
That's right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Right.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Why do you think God didn't let them destroy us? Why do you think there's still some Puerto Ricans here? This whole Western Hemisphere was filled with Hispanics and Native Americans. Why do you think you're still here today? Let's see why. Give me Isaiah, actually Deuteronomy 4 verse 37. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 37. There's a reason why you're here today in 2019 learning who you are according to the Bible. This Bible is your history. What they teach you in school is his story, his lies, right? Read.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 37.
Right?
And because he loved,
because he what?
And because he loved thy fathers,
your ancient fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. your ancestors, right? He chosen all people. He gave us his law, statute, commandments. He put his love upon us to be the royalty of this earth. Read.
Therefore, he chose their seed after them.
Because he loved Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's why he chose you. That's why you're here today. That's why all the Puerto Indians and Taino Indians are not wiped out when the Spaniards came to them. Go back to where you was at in Deuteronomy. Back to Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Read that for me.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
God said he will send a nation from far to you, right? In the islands, read.
From the end of the earth,
right?
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
Now, why do you think he said eagle? Cheetahs are fast. Falcons are fast. Why do you think he said eagle? Now, let me ask you a question. What's the national bird of America?
The what?
The national bird of America. You don't know? Do you have $1 on you? You have a quarter? You ought to maybe go to my pocket and get $1 for you. Come close, sister. Read that again for me.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
What's the bird behind you in the dollar bill? What's the bird behind you in this dollar bill? What bird is that? It's an eagle. When you look behind of a quarter, it's an eagle. The national bird of America is the eagle. The national bird of Rome was the eagle. God told you he would send these people to you. Right? Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
That you're not going to understand their tongue because you were speaking dialects of Hebrew. Your people wasn't speaking Spanish. You were beat and taught that. Just like my people was taught Creole French. Read.
A nation of fierce countenance,
right?
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
They didn't care about your abuela. She's gonna be working hard. Read.
Nor show favor to the young.
They're not gonna care if you're a niño. You're gonna be working twice as hard as the abuela. Read.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle.
And he's gonna eat up all your resources, everything you have in that island. The name Puerto Rico means rich poor. It's not rich right now because they took up everything in that land.
Right.
Read.
And the fruit of thy land.
And everything you have, all your resources. That's why Puerto Rico don't have nothing. It's supposed to be a rich land. The Most High gave you that land when you came over here. If you look at Deuteronomy 33. Give me verse 68. Actually, Jeremiah 12, verse 9.
These are Levites, they want to know who they are according to the Bible.
Give me 1 minute. Because in America, our people look at each other, we think we're different. God said his people is like a speckled bird. We look all types of ways. You got some Puerto Ricans who's dark skin with blue eyes, some light skin with afros, nappy hair, nappier than mine, right?
Right.
Jeremiah 12, verse 9.
With Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9.
Right?
Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
What's so special about a speckled bird? It looks all types of ways. It got all different type of colors. Right? We the same people. Our people look at each other, oh, that's from Spanish. And you look at us, oh, that's Moreno. And then you guys be on your way. We the same people, man, that God chose.
That's right.
Now that you know you're Israel, right? Can you agree that your people relate to what God was giving to his people? You're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim.
That's right.
You're the chosen daughter of the Most High God, man.
Right.
And there's laws you have to keep. You can't continue being, what's your name, sister? I'm sorry, I forgot. You can't be Sister Delana no more. You gotta be Sister Delana, the princess of the Most High God. You gotta keep his commandments now. Deuteronomy 5 verse 1. Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 1. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 1. Because he requires you to keep his laws, statutes, commandments, man. Learn them, do them, and teach them to your children one day. You understand? This thing is supposed to keep going and going and going until our salvation comes. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 1.
Right.
And Moses called all Israel,
right,
and said unto them, Hear, O Israel.
Hear, O Israel. Right. Read.
The statutes.
The what?
The statutes.
The statutes. Read.
And judgments.
The judgments. Read.
Which I speak in your ears this day.
Right.
That ye may learn them.
You gotta learn them. I'm about to teach you at least 3 before you leave. Read.
And keep.
Read.
And do them.
And what?
And do
the
them.
last part is always the hardest for our people. And do them. No lip service. The Most High God is not dealing with lip service. Now let's give you about 3 laws. Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. You just said you believe in the Bible, right? This Bible is a real book. It's a history book. You are the daughter of the Most High God, man. And I'm going to keep saying, you have to keep his commandments. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5.
Okay.
Read.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What do you think God is telling you right now? Read it again for my sister.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What do you think that means? Pants. God doesn't want his daughters to wear pants. Because that put a masculine spirit on y'all, man. That's why a lot of these sisters be going caveman on brothers, man. Having they men in checking the house, they scared to come out. You have to wear a dress. That's how you're supposed to adorn yourself, right? Let me give you an example, right? How do you tell the man bathroom from the woman bathroom? Dress, right? Society teaches this, man. But we're taught that what? A man can wear a dress like Young Thug, and a woman can wear pants. The Most High God is not dealing with that. Give me Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it out.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. After today, what you gonna start wearing? You're gonna try your hardest, matter of fact. What you gonna do? You understand that we went in this situation because we broke God's commandments.
Hallelujah.
The only way to come out of it is we keep His commandments. You gotta try your best to wear your dresses. Believe it or not, a lot of these brothers probably gonna be sweating you when you wear your dress because it look better when our sisters wear dresses.
That's why exhortation she wants to know who she is according to.
Vamos uma certa. A Bíblia vem uma palavra. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Right.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the swine. What's the swine? What swine? Swine. S-W-I-N-E. It's the pig. The pig. The pork, pig, bacon. El porco. Read.
Though he divide the hoof,
Even though his feet is like this, right? Like goats. Right? Read.
and be cloven footed,
Right?
yet he cheweth not the cud.
He doesn't regurgitate his food. Read.
He is unclean
He is
to
what?
you. He is unclean to you.
He's unclean to you. Right? Read.
Of their flesh,
Of their what?
of their flesh,
The bacon, the sausage, man. The pepperoni. Read.
shall ye not eat.
You're not supposed to eat it because it's unclean. Would you drink a cup of dirty mop water? Why is that? Because that's dirty. You're supposed to look at swine just like that too. Read.
And their carcass shall ye not touch.
God is so serious about it. He don't want you touching his dead body. That's how serious the Most High is about it. But you will see our people eat it, right? They're in sin right now. The wages of sin is death, man. That's why we went in slavery. That's why the Spaniards came and killed your people, man. Because we continue breaking God's commandments. Give me Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Book of Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Because let me ask you something. Why do you think the so-called Indians were wearing things like this on their clothing? You know anything about the Native Americans, the Boricua Indians, your ancestors in Puerto Rico? They used to wear things like this on their clothing, right? Why do you think they wear that? Because they're Israelites. This was given to them, according to the Bible. Let me prove it to you. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38.
Right?
Speak unto the children of Israel
God said, speak to the so-called blacks and Hispanics, read.
and bid them
And command them, read,
that they make them fringes.
that they make them fringes. The reason why the Native Americans and so-called Hispanics and Native Indians had those on their clothing is because they knew God told them they have to wear that. Because that was their law. That was the law they have to keep. Why are people supposed to wear fringes? Let's see why. Read.
in the borders of their garments
Right.
throughout their generations.
From your children's children. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
The ribbon of blue. Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe,
Right. A reminder. Read.
that ye may look upon it
That you're supposed to look at these things, right? Read.
and remember all the commandments.
So I'm supposed to remember all the commandments of God. When you look at them, when you want to read the El Porco, right? Damn, God say I can't eat this. That's what we're suffering. Let me not eat that. When I look at you, I look at my sister. I don't see a harlot. I don't see a little thoughty animal. You understand? That's why God told us we have to do it. Give me St. John 14:15. And after I'm going to deal with the other brothers and sisters. St. John 14:15. So you learned quite a few things today, sister. What are you? Are you Puerto Rican? Are you Boricua? What are you? You're children of God, an Israelite according to the Bible. You're tribe of Ephraim. Alright? St. John 14:15. That's my last verse for you.
The book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 15.
Right?
If ye love me,
God said if you love me, you love the Most High God? Are you sure you love him? Because he's gonna actually prove it. Read.
if ye love me,
Right?
keep my commandments.
What do you got to do if you love him? Keep the commandments. You learned 3 today. There's over 610 more that you got to start learning. You understand? I pray you got a flyer and you contact us and reach out to us. All right, sister?